So, bought a Green Mountain grill, the Ledge, which is like the medium size, and this is kind of an unboxing and me getting this thing out of my truck. It weighed just over like 200 pounds, and I backed my truck up. I put this thing on a furniture dolly, was really careful, and went kind of slow on that.
210 pounds.
Out of my pickup truck. So anyways, just kind of pushing it here on my patio, and it took my time putting this all together. Unboxing it, there was like a lot of cardboard. Now, hey, these tiger tacos, you got to check this out. This is one of my inventions, and it simply holds cardboard boxes open, and you could see how stout these things are. So going through the instructions here, there was a lot of really good packaging material, well boxed, really thick. And this thing is imported, so it spent a lot of time on the boat and travel and all that. But the instructions, is kind of clear. It came like this, and then I just kind of unpacked all the things on it. And again, you could see all the different cardboard and all the different pieces in it. So as I was unboxing all this, you could see that there was some well-built stuff. Like this is a picture from underneath in the fan, and it came with a bunch of extra parts, like these screws. I've never seen packaging where it's so organized like this. And it came with extra parts. It came with extra screws. It came with extra probes. And these wheels, check this out. These things are like heavy-duty skateboard bearings on there, sealed bearings. And the legs, everything was really kind of thick. The nut plates on there that were riveted or welded on there, however that is. But yeah, check this out. These rear wheels here, they've got dust caps, and they're big, because I'm going to put it over here next to my foot, and you'll see kind of how big those things are. It came with a fantastic tool, this T-handle wrench, and everything was just two sizes. It was 10 millimeter and 12 millimeter, and it says to put the grill on its side. And I had to kind of jimmy it a little bit, put it underneath my foot to get some room up in it. This is what they say in the instructions. Put it on its side. Take everything out, put it on its side, and I got those screws in it. Now, I didn't tighten all these screws really tight. They were somewhat snug because I wanted to set it upright and then let everything kind of sit in, let's just say, and be comfortable. So that's what I did. Now these front wheels, they're a little smaller diameter, of course, but they're locking casters, and this thing rolls like a dream. I was really impressed. Now a friend of mine has got a medium of the line Traeger, and it's not like this at all. This thing was fantastic. I did research on it. It took me a while to buy it. I wanted to spend $4,000, but I just got this for a whole lot less. Obviously, you know what these things cost if you're looking at it. And yeah, you just pick it right up, and then I go back through it to just kind of give everything a little bit of a tighten. Now, the bottom tray. All right, that was kind of snug. And again, the way it bolts into the legs of the wheels. So that was a little bit...
So the handle here, there's some screws on the outside, and the handle's on the inside, so I need to take that off.
I guess I'm talking about the handle now.
It doesn't say exactly where to... how many washers should be on the inside and how many should be on the outside? Let's check that out. Just like that, and there's two on the inside. Okay? A bit of a space in between there. See that? Just like that. Okay.
So anyways, the handle was put in the inside. You have to take it out and turn it around, and it just wasn't... The instructions really didn't tell you how many washers should be on the outside, how many should be on the inside. Then I reread it, and it's like it came with 4 here on the handle, and then there was extra ones in the box. Came with all the parts. Now this is funny. I put these brackets in upside down. I don't read instructions too well, so that was actually kind of funny. I found that out. I turned it around, and then I put this front, what do they call it? This front shelving on it. And the thing about this front shelving is this thing is strong too. It has these latching locks that it locks in the upward position, and then you kind of, it's really nice. It's really nice, and it's nice and tough. That's all I can say about it. I was pleasantly surprised about that tray, because a lot of times those trays, they're weak and all that, and this thing was just really good. Putting on the smokestack, and then my wife showed up. Now check this out. Check this out. There's a thing that goes on the bottom, and you screw it in and it adjusts. Watch this. Watch. So the heat shield, you can move left and right, so you can have a hot part of the grill on the left and maybe a cooler part on the right. I haven't experimented with that yet, but they say that's what it's for. And if you've got a brisket or something that's real fat on one end, you might want it a little hotter over there and not as hot on the other one. This thing was just really well built. It's just, everything was heavy, it was thick, and I was just totally happy with it. Totally happy with it.
Since I want to leave mine plugged in all the time, I thought this was a good idea to put a covered box where the wire can go up and through here and then close, and then that way it's waterproof, because this will be outside here in the elements. So over here we got the outlet, and then we got there's a lot of cord. It's got to be 10, 15, 20 feet of that, and then a transformer, and then it goes into that, and that plugs into the back of the grill right here. It's 12 volts, so you could actually run off a car battery. And they give you the prongs to do that. So what I want to do, because I'm all into cable management, is I want to take the transformer, okay? So this part right here is going to be farther that way, and then the plug, the cord, is going to be over here, which is buzzing. So it will be kind of over here like that, okay? That's how that needs to go. So what I want to do here is probably, and look, it's got a little green light. I'm probably going to want to see that. So maybe I will put this somewhere where I can see the green light. So I know this is a tight spot right here that I'm working in, but the idea is I need to know how much cord I need, because it gives you a lot of cord, and you can see the electrical outlet down there by my leg. That's over here. So I want to make this probably, you know, something like that. Again, I'm really anal about my cords or whatnot, and I've got these zip ties that have rubber on them, and you can actually undo them. They're called grip locks. I got them from MikePatey.com, and he's an airplane guy, and love his channel. But you can zip these things on. If you don't like it, you undo it. You don't have to, and they're heavy duty, they're UV. So I'm expecting some really long-lived results out of these things, because sometimes you just don't get that. All right, here's the final plan. It's plugged in. It goes up, kind of goes up into the inside here, and I have those grip lock ties or zip ties, whatever, underneath here. So it's just kind of like hanging like that. And because these things here, I can undo it right up there at the top. It's loose. So if I need some more slack for the cord here, I can just kind of pull some out. And then also it comes down here like this. And I was going to mount this on the side here, but that just didn't work out. So I put it on its side just like that. And the extra wire for this comes over here. And so this is what it looks like from here on the side. I can see the little green light when the power's on. And then this here, it'll just kind of plug into that. All right. Okay, so this is the final cable management. See from underneath there, got that zip tie. It runs along over here, and that's the back side. Over here, I have that. Boom, comes in. Now, I'm real anal about cable management. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna level the grill out, because you can see it's just not quite there. So I kind of got it pretty good. I have some wood shims. You can see back there in the front wheel. Well, the back wheel.
So my patio is just not flat at all, and so that's always a challenge trying to level anything on this.
I plugged it in. I put a bag of pellets in there, the little bag that they came with to start. I filled the hopper. It went to number 1. I unplugged it, plugged it back in like they say to do. Push the power button again. It fed some more pellets. The auger has stopped. So right now, I think it's just kind of burning all the shit out of it, huh? I guess. Maybe I should close the door.
So as you'll see some smoke, now the fan is turned on, you see smoke coming out of it. I did put some gasket, some felt barbecue smoker gasket that I bought, and I just haven't got it in the right spot yet. And what I learned over time, that it kind of sets in and finds its own spot. So the grill is pretty well sealed right now, and I'm happy with it. Just again, kind of like the cable management, just real anal about that. So I would recommend doing that, sealing up your grill so that way it locks the smoke in, it just doesn't make a mess. That's what I would do. And buy the right stuff. Go to the barbecue store and get the right stuff, and get the thin stuff, because the thin stuff, you can double up on it and it will smash, and it will work out really well.
So we've got a second cook on the Green Mountain Grill. We're gonna do a small tri-tip. It's about 1.5 pounds. We also have these scalloped potatoes here, which are from Costco. It says to put in the oven for half an hour at 350 degrees. But what we're gonna do is we're going to put them with the meat on the smoker at 225 for a little bit longer, and we have these probes, which we'll be plugging in and then putting it into the meat. So I'm going to say probe number 1 is going to be the meat. And just like this. We need to lift this up. This one's going to be for the meat.
I recommend when you put the probes in, put them through the grill and don't plug it into the machine as of yet. Because you can see that see that one there, that worked out really well. And as you'll see here soon, when I put them back into the grill, it's just, you got to be careful, because these are, heat thermometers and thermocouples, so it's not just like a regular, it's something special, so be careful with them.
Cover it because I just don't want that much smoke on it right at this time. And this is going to go in. Probably should put the meat on there first, and then I'm going to go and put the probe in it. Let me get a pair of gloves.
So right here with the probes, you'll see the stuff kind of getting a little bit more tangled up, and it's just easier to...
It seems like these wires are getting all tangled up. They're...
Yeah, that'll just take some time to get used to.
This is already seasoned from Costco. Put that right on like that. If I can do this, anyone can do it. Just like that. Okay, we'll close it up. Now over here, we have our clock. And what I did is it is actually 4 p.m. So that's when we started this. And we're going to just kind of check it every half an hour or so until it gets up to about 125, 130 degrees. It's our target. 25, and then probably for this This does not say how hot it should be, but food safe is 165. So see how it goes.
All right. Well, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for some more. Have a fantastic day, everybody. And happy grilling.